Hi, my name is Kerry Pearce and I'm the Business Manager for the New South Wales State Emergency Service Central West Region. Today I'm going to introduce you to our inspection standard system, which we have called SIMS. SIMS was originally developed by firefighters from the Burwood Station of Fire Rescue New South Wales. The system provides a systematic inspection process to ensure operational equipment is ready at all times. In principle, the SIMS designed worked, but it needed to be adapted to cater for a volunteer membership that met on a weekly or fortnightly basis instead of daily. The objectives of the project were then defined to ensure compliance with current legislation and to provide assurance that equipment was at all times operationally ready. And most importantly, to provide a safe working environment for all our members. The SIMS board contains all the information a member will need to know about the servicing, repairs or inspections of equipment. The equipment inspection schedule provides details of when equipment is to be inspected and the frequency. The schedule is colour-coded and there's a frequency key down the bottom of each page. The frequencies have been determined by manufacturer specifications. Also contained within this folder is the approved service providers for the unit. As you can see, the inspection register provides an asset number for each piece of equipment, a brief description, serial number if applicable, and a schedule from January to December. If the box is white, it indicates that an inspection is required for that month. A tick or a cross is required in the box to indicate whether the piece of equipment has passed or failed, followed by the date and signature. You can see the white box will indicate that equipment is meant to be inspected. A red box indicates that it's required for an external professional service. If the equipment does fail, then you're required to complete the defect register, which is also located on the board. The equipment defect register, the date the equipment was found to be faulty, the equipment details, so the make and model, serial number or asset number if the piece of equipment does not have a serial number, what the defect is, who it was identified by. Then the next column will be the action taken, and finally the date that the piece of equipment was returned to service. Once this is completed, it's important an out of service tag is put on the piece of equipment and the piece of equipment has been quarantined. You are required to complete the tag indicating whether the piece of equipment has been faulty, it's reached its service life, or there's been a breakdown. Details of the make and model, serial number and the defect details are required along with the signature. You're then required to secure the tag to the piece of equipment and put the piece of equipment in the out of service area. If the equipment is to be taken out of service, a disposal form is to be completed. The inspection tags will provide a visual check to all members that the equipment is operationally ready and right to go.
My name's Lisa Atfull, I'm the Unit Controller at Cowra. I was brought into the SIMS project by Kerry with a view to getting a controller's point of view on equipment maintenance. For me, SIMS is great. It's a streamlined board, a streamlined system that isn't so much maintenance, as more about inspection. We get professional maintenance done when it's needed, but it allows for regular checks. Not necessarily monthly as we used to do, and not just on vehicles, chainsaws and generators, which is traditionally what we always just did. It standardises the maintenance, the procedures that we follow. We don't have to pull out the manuals, we have our inspection standard sheets that we've developed. So having been involved with the system, I'm now really satisfied that I can actually guarantee that all the equipment at the unit is checked on a regular basis. Not necessarily on a training night, it frees up another training night for us. We can do the inspections any time that someone's at the unit. It also guarantees that it's safe and that my butt's covered in the end. I'll now give you a bit of a rundown on the SIMS board and how it works. I'll just describe now how we actually do the inspections. So we come to the board, we check on our schedule and our inspection register, and we, for an example, say, okay, first aid kits need to be done. We grab out our inspection standard sheet, and it has the step-by-step instructions. First on the list is safety, so if there's any safety issues, then it will be stated there. Nothing's been identified with first aid kits, so we go and we grab our first aid kit. And on a quick glance, I see this one's already been checked at some point. There's a tag on there which tells me that it hasn't been touched since it was checked. The only thing in a first aid kit that will really go out of date are the saline and a few of the pads and a few of the bandages. So we check on here. We've got our first thing that will expire listed on the tag, so 7/16. So I know that everything in this kit is still going to be intact and is still okay to use. So that's where this inspection can finish. That can go back into store. If that date was passed, then I would have to open this kit up and go through the check. And that's it in a nutshell.
Hi, my name's Chris Chapman. I'm from Blaney Unit. I'm the Deputy Local Controller. With me today is Reg Rendell. He's the Controller of the Blaney Unit. We're here to talk about the SIMS. Concept developed by New South Wales Fire and Rescue.
Okay, on this side of the vehicle we have light and our equipment for the chainsaw. I know it's all been checked. We've got a tag on it, so that one's okay. When I look at this, there's a tag on this, so I know everything in this box is all equipped, ready to go.
So with the tag system, this ensures that I know that this piece of equipment has been checked methodically and is ready to operate when I need it. Okay, so it's February, chainsaw needs to be checked. Reg has been to the SIMS board and got down our checklist for the chainsaws. Now we need to understand that SIMS does not negate pre and post operational checks. They must be carried out before equipment is used and before equipment is put away and a tag placed on that equipment. So now we'll undertake our regular SIMS check. I'll go around the other side and get our equipment out. And in this box we have our chainsaw equipment. Following SES guidelines, we must wear all PPE, so I will get my PPE on just to do the chainsaw checks. So Reg is going to read out the checks we need to do for the chainsaw. So if you would please start there, Reg.
Okay, machine clean.
So we check the machine. Should be clean. No debris left in from a previous job. Machine seems to be nice and clean.
Oil level.
Check the oil level, the bar oil. Oil level's good.
Check our fuel.
Fuel level. Fuel level, good.
The chain bar mounted correctly.
The chain and bar are mounted correctly. The chain brake is working in the top position. There's no burrs on the bar. The chain is sharp.
Good.
Okay, our pre-start check's done. Now we move into starting the saw. So we need to put on our PPE. I have my glasses, helmet, ear protection, gloves, Now with the SIMS tags, they're designed so that the machine can't be started without breaking that tag. So it's very easy to take the tag off, dispose off properly. Okay, chainsaw check is complete. We'll now place the tag back on the pull start. Okay, the chainsaw stayed ready to go when we need the chainsaw. I need to then check the toolkit. Remove the tag, check the contents of our box. I have my spanner, my screwdriver, I have a brush, oil, I have a spare chain, and I have my files. Place our tag on. Our toolkit's now been checked and complete. With those checks done, our chainsaw and our toolkit are now ready for the next inspection within 3 months or when we're ready to go out on the job. So when the job's complete, I tick it, date it, initial it, the job is then complete. I've now placed my toolkit back in my box. I then proceed to check that I have my axe, I have wedges,
Yep.
I have my tree vise,
Yep. Spare chains.
spare chains are in the toolbox,
A spare bar.
yep, our bar's in there,
Bar oil.
bar oil,
And
and chainsaw fuel. So ours is already tagged off. Check that I have oil, plenty of oil.
and 2-stroke fuel, the right ratio.
2-stroke fuel. It's full. Okay, with our fuel we do put a fuel stabiliser in the fuel. It will keep your fuel fresh for up to 12 months. So it is recommended by Still, so we use the Still product. Those checks done, I put my tags back on. New tags, of course. Once again, the tags are on so that if the caps are undone, the tags are broken. Close our box up. Our kit is complete and has been checked. Place our tag on. Good for the next outing. We know it's there, it's all checked. Or within 3 months, our checks turn up again and we go all through the procedure again. With our SIMS systems, we also have an out-of-service system. Any piece of equipment that will not operate, we place an out-of-service tag on. We identify the piece of equipment, a brief description of what the defect may be, the name of the person checking it, the unit and the date. So many times I've seen, even in our unit, that equipment is put to the side, not working, and nobody knows why or why it's even sitting there. At least with this, and if you have an out of service area like we have in our depot, all equipment that's out of service will go to an out of service area.
Hello, my name is Louise Humphreys, Business Services Officer for Central West Region. The value add to the members of the SIMS project is it gives a consistent approach to the inspection and maintenance of equipment in their units. SIMS provides common expiry dates for the service and maintenance of certain equipment, including boats, vehicles and trailers. SIMS will reduce hours spent on traditional maintenance nights when a scheduled inspection could be incorporated into a training exercise. The list of approved professional service providers as part of the inspection schedule shares the responsibility for the speedy repair or maintenance of the equipment. The value add of the SIMS project to the business of the New South Wales State Emergency Service is that it provides a uniform approach. SIMS will support the EAM project with a practical application of inspection and maintenance and reporting.
You have just learnt about the Standard Inspection Maintenance System, otherwise known as SIMS. SIMS will ensure that all equipment used by the New South Wales State Emergency Service is regularly inspected and maintained and is ready for use 24/7. The adoption of SIMS by the New South Wales State Emergency Service will improve our overall operational readiness. So when we are called upon to assist the community in emergency situations, we know that our equipment is ready and safe to use, providing all our members with a safer working environment.
Okay, so the app is simply an electronic form of the board. With the app you also get a folder which contains all the information that it would be situated on the board for any reason if you don't have the app available, an iPad available at your unit. It starts with your monthly inspections, which you can go in and will just tell you for the month what's due, and it's categorised between equipment. It also gives you the ability to have a look at what's overdue. So for this unit we've got 8 overdue inspections and it will be colour coded to red. It contains also the standard sheets, which is just an electronic flipboard. The added advantage with the iPad app is that we can actually record defects straight away, which will send an email to a predetermined email list at your region with some actions to say that the equipment needs to be replaced or a purchase order needs to be done to your service provider. Please, if you've got any additional questions or you want clarification, don't hesitate to contact me at Central West Region or Yovan at Logistics. Thank you.